Hi, it's Norm from Regency Design and Build. We are doing a very large modification of a basement. So what was here before was a lot of paneling, not very nicely done, and a drop ceiling. So we were contracted out to redo the whole basement, and I will show you what we're going to be doing here. So the demo has already been complete. So basically we have our exterior walls. We're going to have to redo all the electrical. We're going to have to redo the ceiling, whatever needs to be done. And we will re-insulate and we will drywall the ceilings and make sure everything is ready for paint. And she's doing luxury vinyl tile down here. So there used to be a lot of different rooms down here. I'm not sure what it was used for, but to the left over here, this is going to be a big rec room. We're going to be building some return walls here to close off some of these areas. This is going to be another large opening area, and we are going to have actually a very nice kitchen / bar area. There's going to be the main kitchen area, and then we're going to have a separate area just for the bar with a 2-tier level of counter, which will have a nice overhang. And I didn't mention, 2 of these are going to be bedrooms, so therefore we have to put egress windows in. Over here, we are going to be building a larger bathroom. Right now, all they had was the toilet area and a vanity. So we're going to be enlarging this area to include a tub and a separate shower. So that's going to be this section over here. Now, going to this area over here, there's going to be a library, and we are going to do a bunch of built-ins, which you could see later on when we do the final video. We're going to do 2 walls here with full built-ins, and there will be a wall here separating this area. This is going to be the second bedroom in this area. This is going to be where the other egress window will be, and on the other side is going to be the rec room. So that's basically what's going to be happening in this basement. I'm Norm from Regency Design and Build. Have yourselves a good one. Hi there, it's Norm from Regency Design and Build. We are revisiting a job we started a few months ago. It was a full basement modification, and I'd like to show you what we've done. Come on in. So basically, we created a whole new vision for the customer. This was just void and empty before, it was not usable, and we finished up the whole basement. So basically we have 2 bedrooms now, and I'm going to give you some pointers because there's certain things you don't want to mess around with when you're doing these basements. So if you look over here, we're just wrapping up the jobs. Here's one suggestion that I always mention to people that people just don't do is take out the stickers off the windows, because if you leave them there long enough, they ain't coming off. So my suggestion is make sure you pull the stickers out. So here's an example of an egress window that we built from scratch. It's a little bit involved. We use nicer windows. This happens to be a Simonton window, and it's very easy to get out. It's all code. And look how easy we have to get out. You just open up your window. Easy to get off the step over here. And then there's your window wells, which we have to dig down and have steps, and you're out in a matter of minutes. So this is something very important. I know it's a little bit of an expense, but you know, God forbid you ever have a fire or there's whatever, it's any type of accident, you need to get out in a hurry, it's worth every penny. So that's one of 2 egress windows that we put in. This particular customer liked the ideas that I was presenting here. We love using these French doors. So here's your closet, rather than having a bifold or even slider doors, we use the French doors. People love them. It looks nice, full access to the closet. I highly recommend it. Here's another area that she just wanted to have more space, so we built some linen closet shelves in here. And what we did, rather than painting them, we put a few coats of polyurethane on it. Very strong, very hard to scratch, very durable. While we're in here, originally we wanted to do a drywall ceiling, but it wasn't going to work, it wasn't doable. So we actually used this panel that actually looks like drywall. It's a heavier material. It sets down on the tray very nicely, and the homeowner loved it. And you'll see throughout, we put a lot of recessed cans in here, updated the smoke system to code, and we also put all new covers for all the ductwork to make it look more modern. And in a few of the rooms as well, we put in the crown molding, which really added a nice little touch. A little more complicated to do it with the drop ceiling, but what you have to do whenever you're doing this, you don't really want to try and get away with just shooting the nails to the studs, but we have to put blocking all the way around, and then it gave for a nice, area for it to shoot the nails in. So now it's nice and sturdy and it looks great. So come on, we're going to go to the next rooms here. And you'll get a better shot of it. This is, I give the homeowner a lot of credit for this. She didn't really want to mess around with the flooring. We really used a very high, heavy duty luxury vinyl tile. Waterproof, of course, because we are in the basement. And so we ran it all, actually we ran it throughout the house as well. She wanted a little area where she could set up some workout areas, so we put this in for her. And it's spongy, it's nice. So this is more like the rec room area. We set up a TV. Here's the bar area that we built for her. You can set up some bar stools over here. It wasn't meant for cooking, but it's got a nice little fridge. You have a washing sink, and it's really ready to go. So have some company over, football game, what have you. Nice little setup over here. We actually do our own designs, and we laid out a nice design for her. We made a few changes, but she loved it, and that's kind of what we based the whole project off of. And actually, that's what we turned into the city as well for our permits. Here's something that's very important. This is a furnace room, and I always recommend, you get the louvers, because it's very important to make sure your furnace, your hot water tank can breathe. If you don't give enough air for it to breathe, you could cause some serious issues. And if the city, let's say you just did this on your own, and the city found out about it or something bad happened, you don't want that to happen to you, because it'll be your fault. So whenever you're dealing with combustion and different types of carbon monoxide and furnaces and hot water tanks that need air, make sure you use the louver door. It's very important. So we're going to head to the other half of the basement, the big basement, so it keeps going. Where's the front? On the other side. This is Peter, one of our best painters over here.
How do you do,
So this is the bathroom that we built from scratch. It's all brand new. We have a nice sized vanity. It's a big basement, so it's pretty roomy. And you have your toilet here. Homeowner wanted a choice of a tub and a shower, so where she actually wanted to save a little bit of money, we didn't do the tile. We did the can't remember, the acrylic tub and shower units, which are very good. They're leak proof, so they're nice and handy. And we built a nice little linen closet here. Actually, not so little, but again, we built nice big shelves. You want to space it out properly, and we polyed it all, for the durability. Another thing that we did in here, which I don't know, some people have a tendency to overlook or not not want to deal with installing it. But this is an exhaust fan that we actually are a dealer. We distribute it. It's not your average exhaust fan. They're very nice. They're very unique. They look great. They don't look, you know, just like a grill, and they're quiet. They're very quiet, so we love them. People love them. Customers love them. Everybody loves them. Okay, so let's. We're gonna head out to the last two rooms. Homeowner also wanted the library, so we built all this from scratch. And of course, we did the crown molding in here, and this is what it is. Nice little library. Little hangout room, I suppose, if you feel like reading. You can put a lot of books in here. And here's the other bedroom. We're still cleaning up the job, so we want to clean the windows and the screens, so we're taking them out and we're taking all the stickers off. So here's another egress window, and because there was so much space available, we ended up building a nice sized closet here. So they also have the ability to expand on it anytime they want because of the size. But right now you can just hang a ton of space, hang a ton of, you have a ton of space, but you can hang a ton of clothes on here. Lots and lots of light. I did want to show you one thing before we let you go. It's very important, especially when you're dealing with drop ceilings. Like here's where the main beam was. I wanted to build this down far enough because when you're doing a drop ceiling, it's very, very important to have a starting point and an ending point. If you don't have that, it won't work. So in this main beam that was going across, we made sure to build this down far enough, but not too low, because then it would be too obtrusive. But we built it down enough, and you can see how nicely the drop ceiling started, ended. And if you look down this way, we had to do the same thing. We had a beam over there, so we built the beam down, and now you had a nice starting point or an ending point, however you want to call it, but it worked out perfectly. So there you have it. I'm Norm from Regency Design and Build. Have yourself a great one.